Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, let's have a quick look at a bonus series, a brand new one, that is featuring a brand new car that I just won through the special event Red-Tailed Beast. Of course, we're talking about Future Fest bonus series featured under the Season 5 of Road Collection. And yes, it is a single car bonus series, Audi S1 e-tron Quattro being that single car. So in order to win this car, of course, I had to spend some 371 gold, but it got my PR up to 57.5, which should be plenty enough to get me through 75% completion and then some in this bonus series. So there's additional, essentially 46 gold that I can win back from this bonus series. So let's hop in and check out some more details about this bonus series, shall we? Future fast, silent speed, instant torque. Right. It being electric car and all, right? So it is, as I said, a single car bonus series. So we have 20 tiers with some 53 trophy events and 2 time trials that you can see. On which tier is that? Tier 7, and the other one must be tier 14. Right. It's kind of in thirds, right? Not exactly, but close enough, right? So total rewards available in this bonus series is 78 gold and 78,000 racing dollars. As you can see here, first 25% completion gets you 10 gold and 10,000 racing dollars. 50% completion gets you additional 15 gold and 15,000 racing dollars. And 75% completion gets you additional 21 gold and 21,000 racing dollars. And the final 100% completion pays out the remaining 32 gold and 32,000 racing dollars to make up the total of 78 gold and 78,000 racing dollar rewards. All right, and the PR requirement for 100% completion, you need to get it up to 60.2. And if you want to do that, the total upgrade cost is going to be 661 gold and 2.1 million racing dollars and change. Basically, max out everything except for engine, where you only have 3 upgrades on board, right? So, and that is if you won the car through the special event. That is, let's see, like 290 extra gold, right? That you have to spend 200% complete to win back 32 extra gold. My recommendation is always wait for the upgrade discount, because you know we're gonna get at some point. In the meantime, you can get your 75% completion done and just kind of sit out until you can get the upgrades for less. And as the holidays approach, we're gonna have some big discounts coming our way. So at least that's been the trend in the past. So I expect it'll be kind of the same story this year. And so in the meantime, save up your in-game resources: gold, dollars, for dollars, racing dollars. Well, racing dollars hopefully have enough that you don't have to worry about. Anyway, yeah. So let's head on into the series itself and check out the types of events that we're going to encounter here. So starting with tier 1, we got endurance at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix circuit. So how far you go all depends on who you race against, right? If it's flag butts only, tier 1 generally is going to be around 4 or 5 kilometers, right? So that's what, like 3-4 miles range. That's usually the case. And you got elimination at 5-6 test tracks along on the circuit. So kind of like endurance, elimination also, your distance may vary because it depends on how far you travel within given time, essentially. With endurance, time being a little more flexible. Anyway, and then tier 1, we get to take this car out on the Sebring Raceway, which is always nice. It's going to be a Grand Prix circuit race. 2 laps, so at least we get to go around a couple of times. And that should be paying out about actually exactly 1,200 fame points. So there aren't any like huge fame point race in this bonus series, just so you know. Anyway, let's unlock the tier 2. We got autocross at Dubai Grand Prix. It's an autocross, so a small section of the circuit, right? And we got speed step at Spa, also a small section of the circuit. And for tier 2, we got Hockenheim short as the venue for the cup. PR requirement is 47 for this quick 2 laps. And yeah, if you won this car through limited series or special event like I did, then your PR should be plenty high enough, 57.5. And moving on to Tier 3, we got Endurance at Laguna Seca, head-to-head Suzuka East, and Cup at Porta Test Track, long on-road circuit. PR 48 required for this 2-lap cup. And let's see. Yeah, by the way, the Hockenheim Cup is gonna, from the Tier 2, it's gonna pay whopping 600 fame points there. And the Tier 3, the Porsche Test Track, this one will pay out 900 fame points. So just like that's pretty dismal, if you ask me. But anyway, let's unlock next tier. Tier 4, we got Autocross at Mount Panorama, followed by Speed Snap at Melbourne. So we're down under for first 2 events, and then the cup will take place in Spain, Barcelona, Catalunya circuit. Grand Prix layout, PR 48.8 required for these 2 laps, and this one, yeah, it'll pay out 1100 fame points, so it is a Grand Prix circuit race, right? And that takes us to Tier 5, where we got head-to-head at Monza Road Course, elimination at the Johnson Plus circuit. That's sort of the, I think, at the northern half of the Sebring International Raceway. And so it's nice to do some race in new track and layout that we have not had as much time to race at, right? So let's appreciate that. And then the cup for Tier 5 is going to take place at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. PR requirement 49.6 for its 3-lap cup. And then once again, this one fame payout is going to be just 600, right? Anyway, that takes us to the only showcase tier featured in this bonus series, since it's only a single car bonus series, featuring, of course, the cards that we've been racing throughout this, right? So Audi S1 e-tron Quattro Showcase, and we get 2 events, as you expect in showcase tiers. We got Autocross at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, and the Cup at Spa, and showcase tiers, generally no PR required. Although if you made it this far, you kind of have to have your PR at least somewhat higher than SOC, right? And this one, considering it's a 3-lap cup, this one actually pays out relatively high. It's going to pay out 2100 fame points. Not exactly anything to write home about, but considering how early it is in this bonus series, yeah, that is going to be one of the higher paying races in this entire series, just to give you a perspective of what we're looking at here. And of course, there is the following time trial. This one taking place at Hockenheim National. And none of my friends have raced. However, the global ranking, 108 for a lap around Hockenheim. Alright, so that is a time to beat, apparently. Anyway, then that takes us to, oh, by the way, your first 25% completion, you need 14 trophies, right? So that means you will get to claim the first 25% completion reward, and most likely in tier 5. So you don't have to complete tier 5, but you need to get to tier 5, right? So that means your PR requirement for first 25% completion is going to be 48.8. Anyway, back to where we were, tier 8. So we got Speed Snap at the Brickyard Road Course, elimination at Suzuka East, and the Cup at Lime Rock Park West Circuit, PR 51.9 required. And it's going to be 4-lap cup that pays out 1100 fame points. Alright, moving on. And we're on to tier 9. We got head-to-head at Sebring Raceway. Once again, another Grand Prix circuit race. Well, we do more Grand Prix circuit. I mean, I mind it. It's obviously the long way up, but it'd be kind of nice to mix things up a little bit more. Anyway, then with Endurance at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. And the tier 9, the cup is going to take place at Melbourne. PR 52.6 required for this 5-lap cup, which pays out 1600 fame points. So, see why I said that 3-lap cup for the showcase at Spa is one of the higher paying cup races, right? So yeah, I wasn't kidding. Alright, that takes us to tier 10. And we got elimination at Dubai Club Circuit and Speed Snap at Laguna Seca. And this one is another one of those higher paying races at Suzuka Grand Prix. There are 53.2 required, and it's a 5-lap cup. So yeah, this one pays out 3100 fame points. So that's one of the highest, I should say, paying cup races in this entire event. Yeah, things that pay over 3,000 fame points in this series is considered one of the top. Just give you a perspective here. Anyway, then we're on to tier 11. We got Speed Record at Porsche Test Track Dynamic Circuit, then followed by head-to-head at Circuit of the Americas Club Circuit. And the cup for tier 11 is going to take place at Indianapolis Motor Speedway Road Course. And this one, PR 53.9 required for 5-lap cup, and this one pays out 2,200. So yeah, so far I think that's the second highest paying, right? Because the Suzuka in tier 10 was the 3,100, that was the highest paying, and tier 11, the following tier, has 2,200, and before that was the 2,100 from that Spa Cup race, right? Anyway, oh yeah, and then 50% completion you can get it in tier 11 when you reach the tier 11. So that means you don't necessarily have to complete tier 11, but just need to get here, and that means PR requirement for 50% completion is 53.2, and that will pay out that additional 16 gold and 16,000 race dollars, right? Anyway, moving on, tier 12, with Autocross at Catalunya, Endurance at Spa, and the cup is going to be at Silverstone Grand Prix. Here 54.6 required, and this one is going to be, let's see, 5-lap cup, right? So with the PR 54.6 required, this one, So that's a new bar, 3200. As I said, it's over 3000. If it's in 3000 range for fame points, it's pretty high for this bonus series. So this is so far the highest paying race, right? At 3200 fame points. I know, 32 really. Anyway, tier 13, you got speed record at Lamrock Park South Circuit, elimination at Nürburgring, Mühlen, Bachschleif, right? That's a short circuit. And then cup at Dubai National, PR50, 5.3 required, and this is gonna be a 6-lap cup, which pays out some 2700 fame points. So we're once again back down to going under 3000 fame points. And that takes us to the second time tryout here, tier 14. And this one's gonna be at Suzuka East. And do we have global leader time? Yes, they are at 40. And let's see, PR 62.2. Yeah, those guys are maxed out. That's by the way, max out PR is 62.2 for this car. Anyway, moving on to tier 15. Alright, so let's see. This is a tier that you're gonna have to get past to claim the 75% completion. And as you can see, PR requirement of 56.6 ain't too bad, since we already have 57.5 on board by winning this car from the special event, right? Anyway, tier 15, we got endurance at Hockenheim Grand Prix, Autocross at Laguna Seca, and the cup at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit. And this one requires PR 56.6, as I said. It's gonna be 6 lap, but it's a national circuit, so this one pays out 2600 fame points. So yeah, we're dipping back now. See what I mean? Under 3000. And we're tier 16, we're 75% completion tier. We got head-to-head at Porsche Test Track, short on road circuit, and speed snap at Nürburgring, Mühlenbach game, and followed by the cup at Manda Junior course. So it's a short one, PR 57.3 required for this 6-lap cup, and this one pays whopping 1600 fame points. So that's a big dip. Right. And I think that's the last tier that we're actually gonna be able to get past. Yeah, from tier 17, the cup race has PR 58. I think we'll be able to unlock tier 18 because thanks to that showcase tier, but PR 57.5, we're gonna get stuck somewhere around at this point, unable to compete in the cup at Mount Panorama here, which by the way is the highest paying in this entire series. Anyway, for tier 17, we also have speed record at Hockenheim Short, and endurance at Silverstone International, I should say, and the cup at Mount Panorama, right? PR 58 required, which I don't quite have enough to meet, and it's gonna be a 6-lap cup at Bathurst here. So this one pays a 4100 fame points. So yeah, it's the best one we're gonna get here, but you also have to pay to race, which is a bit annoying. But it is the highest thing, so there you go. But then again, there are other races in different bonus series that pays more, with some cheaper cars. So, alright, let's go on to next year, tier 18. We got head-to-head at Limerick Park Road Course, and Autocross at Spa. And the cup for tier 18 is going to take place at Red Bull Ring, Grand Prix Circuit layout, PR 58.7 required, and it's going to be a 6-lap cup. Pays out 3,200 fame points. Right, so 3,000, that's considered pretty high paying in this bonus series. But before we put any upgrades on, we're not going to be able to race, right? And the penultimate tier, tier 19, we got speed snap at Monza Road Course, followed by elimination at Catalunya National, and the cup is going to be taking place at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit layout, and this is going to be required PR 59.5 for the 6-lap cup, and this one pays out exactly 3,000 fame points. So as I said, if it pays 3,000, it's considered pretty high paying in this bonus series. Yeah, and then that takes us to the final tier, tier 20. We got speed record at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Road Course, called endurance at McLaren, and the final cup for the bonus series take place at Garcia, PR 60.2 required, as I said. And for the slips, it will pay 3,000. And if you want to actually meet the power requirement, you're gonna have to end the annual entry rate. But all the category, session press and time until you tax out. As that, it's cost like 1 gold. I don't get quite worth until we get some serious upgrades. Right. Anyway, that will be for the rundown of this kind of bonus series. And here's something. Then future, I'll try to cross through the boss so and we'll kick it into one.